Hey guys, good morning, it's name, and Majora's Mask 3D is the game. In the last episode, we took on the first, well, last episode I said half of Stone Tower Temple, but it was really the first third. And in this episode, we're going to take on the second third of Stone Tower Temple. I was wanting to get this all done within 2 episodes, but after practicing through the rest of the temple, I realized that that's just not going to happen. There's a lot more than I thought there was initially. So, here we are in the flipped version of the temple. You're going to see that this is the original room that we came into. And if you look down, there's just the sky below us. It is so cool. I love this so much. This mechanic is just so awesome. And you get to see how much thought they really had to put into this place when designing it, because if you're looking down, if you guys remember when we originally came in here, we hopped down into a pit. That is that pit over there, which is now like an opening in the ceiling. Very cool. So, if you remember the switches that we've been hitting with light from our mirror shield thus far, you're going to see that right here. However, we don't have light to hit it with, and we couldn't reach that even if we did. So instead, we're going to want to bring light to it in a different way. Doing that will reveal a chest, which will give you Stray Fairy number 8. Very cool. Well, let's go ahead and equip our hook shot, because we need that next. I guess we can put that where the Goron mask once was. Now, there's going to be a lot of backtracking in this temple, and again, like I said, I love this temple a lot, but I do understand why some people might not, because there is a lot of backtracking if you want to do 100%, as we're going to see today. It's worth mentioning that I did practice through this dungeon, but like I mentioned earlier, but I've kind of forgotten because it's been a while, so let's figure this out. Okay, we're actually going to want to come up to this door right up here. No hookshotting of anything. I'm thinking about something that we have later. And now they have the light arrows. We can just shoot this block out of the way instead of having to use our mirror shield to get it to disappear. So it's really cool just going through here and seeing all these old areas now completely different. And some of them are almost unrecognizable, even though they're the same areas. But because they are completely flipped upside down, they look totally different, which I've got to say is really cool. And we're not done using all of our transformation masks yet. We are going to keep on using all the older ones, like the Deku mask, for example. So, in this room right here, we are going to want to fly across, drop on down, and this is very easy to miss. And also, there's going to be a lot of enemies which you can hear, but you can't quite get to. I don't know exactly where they are, but they're making all sorts of noise, but we can't quite get to them yet, so just ignore it for now. Equip your fire arrows, because we do need those. And hit this ice switch right up here. Doing that will cause that chest to appear. We'll go grab that, and you can just fly up into the air by just rolling on into one of these vortexes right here. So let's fly on over, and all these have different heights. Now, I guess we can't hit this right now. Let's see, let's transform into a Hylian, because we're actually heavy enough this way to do that. And by hitting the switch, gonna make that fire disappear right up there. Let's play the Elegy of Emptiness. It'll keep that switch held down so we can go up and grab that. But first, let's go grab this one right over here, which we made appear. So I'm really hoping that I don't miss anything today, because it's been a while since I practiced this. It's been at least like a couple days, and that doesn't sound like a very long time, but when there's a lot of little things that are easy to miss, it's completely doable to just forget altogether what you were supposed to be doing. I'm afraid that's what I'm going to do today. I'm hitting things all out of order. But that's okay. I don't think we need to hold down the switch. Yeah, we're good. Once it's appeared, it has appeared. So we have 3 treasure chests, which are now accessible to us, which we need to go grab. We've already seen these guys, I believe, the mask hoop loops. We're going to want to get you out your hook shot for these guys and grab the mask off. There you go. It kind of reminds me of the Phantom of the Opera mask, really. It's kind of funny. And sure, I guess we'll take those hearts, and we'll go see what this is over here. I believe this is a small key. Yes, small key, which we need to progress up there. Now let's hop down and grab the chest, which I neglected to grab earlier. I believe we can grab it by just jumping off right here, and oh no, we need to actually fly up into that. Yeah, sorry for doing things kind of out of order in a way that really doesn't make any sense, but I'm just kind of going off my memory right here. Let's see, we should be able to, actually we didn't need to fly over there. We could have just climbed on up. But anyway, this will be Stray Fairy number 9. And we have another chest right up here, which was wrapped with fire. This over here is the highest flying, air portal. I really think that Deku Link shouldn't take any fall damage because he's just so light, you know? I don't know, that's just the way I think about it. So, you're gonna see some spike mines right over here. You can fly over to this ledge. Ooh, let's see actually. Let's plan this out. Actually, no, we don't really need to worry about them. They're really high. Too high for us to really fall into. Let's see if I can get over here without falling off. Okay, great. For Stray Fairy number 10? Yep, very cool. We have our chest. We have the 2 Stray Fairies in this room, and also our chest. Fly over here. Watch out for the spike mines. If you want to, you can knock them out of the way by just hitting them with either an arrow or a hook shot to bonk them into each other and get them to disappear that way. This room is really cool. You're gonna look up and you see lava falling from the ceiling. That can hit you, and if it does in Deku form, I think you die instantly. So let's not be in Deku form. What we're gonna want to do is you're gonna see that eye switch right up there. Get out your light arrows, and we're gonna want to hit it with light, just like we would at the gym that's at the entrance of this dungeon. And it's gonna do the same thing. Now, what would be really cool is if this flipped the entire dungeon, and if you went back out here and everything was flipped. But if you go out back into the room we previously were in, it will be the same as it was before. And when you come into here, this room will flip back to its original position. So I think it's kind of lame that the entire dungeon technically didn't flip just now. I mean, you would think it would, like, only this room did, but, oh well, I guess that's okay. But it would be really cool if you could flip the temple from right here instead of from the outside, but I don't know, that's just me. So once you get to this spot, transform back into a Hylian, and then you're going to want to flip this once more. Now, what really would happen right now is lava would go gushing all over Link's feet as it was turning, but that's not what actually happened just then. It's totally fine, I guess. Let's see, hop on across. Nothing for us to grab down here, I don't believe. Let's just go on into the next room. Yeah, I'm starting to get terrified that I'm going to forget something in one of these rooms, and then I'm going to get to the end of the dungeon and be like, wait, what happened? Did I forget something? It's going to be really bad. So this room right here really isn't all that difficult. It's more of just tedious than anything. And we are going to be flipping this room quite a bit. Just hop on down and you're going to see a block. And if you come over here, ignoring the choo-choos, you're going to see there is the place you need to get the block to. Now these choo-choos are annoying, but they actually are kind of helpful because you do need to flip this room a lot, so you do need a lot of magic and a few arrows. So they will respawn and constantly replenish your magic and your arrows if need be. But they are kind of annoying, I do have to admit. So what you want to do is push the block as far as you can in its current area towards our destination right over there, and then flip. And you're just going to want to do this all over, like over and over and over again until you can get it to that corner of the room where it's supposed to be. I love how things don't fall until the room gets like completely, it does a 180 until gravity decides it's going to take effect. Very convenient for Link that he doesn't get squished against the wall like he normally would have. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool if like the block just kind of like went on the wall and then it went on the ceiling, and you know, instead of just flipping like it does. I don't know, not a big deal, but just a little, I guess I'm being a little too realistic. Or expecting things to be a little too realistic. So today is E3 day. Today is the day that Nintendo has their E3 conference, and I am so excited. I did not watch Microsoft's, and I did not watch Bethesda's, but I've heard that they were just kind of a little lackluster. That's all I haven't really heard any details, but people were kind of let down. I think people were especially let down about Microsoft because there were some rumors going around for a little while that it looked like something about Banjo-Kazooie was going to be announced, and everyone got so excited, and nothing about Banjo came to light. So I think people were kind of disappointed about that. Maybe that kind of added to the entire rhetoric of Microsoft's conference this year not being all that great. I think people were just disappointed. But regardless, that was what people thought. And, you know, I'm just really excited for Nintendo's. I'm excited to see what they're going to put out. I'm really just hoping for Pikmin and Animal Crossing. Those are the two biggest things. I just want to see Pikmin 4 footage. If I saw Pikmin 4 footage, or even got a release date, heck, I wouldn't even expect footage. If I just got a release date, well, actually, I guess you would get footage before you get a release date. I don't know, if I get one of those two things, I will be very happy. I just want to hear that Pikmin 4 is, I know they are working on it, but I want to get some kind of information to indicate that it is coming soon, and that it is on Nintendo's radar as a imminent release. So, after you get it into that spot right there, then you can either flip the room again if you want to get on over, or you could ignore the choo-choos if you can, goodness. Put on your Zora mask to climb on up. That's what I'm gonna do, just because it's a little easier. That extra height, it does it. It's great. I don't believe there's anything we need to get in this room. I sure hope not. Okay, because you missed him, you wanted to see him again. Wizrobe is here again, and you know, if I have to give him one thing, this is probably the most difficult he's been thus far. Oh, well, not really difficult, more just annoying. Which, by the way, I should tell you guys that you can have the bow equipped more than once as long as different arrows are selected. So you can have your ice, fire, light, and normal arrows all selected at one time on all of your options on your Y, X, 1, and 2. So that's totally an option for you if you want to. I didn't mean to do that, actually. Let's just equip that there and put the bunny hood back on Y, because you guys know how I love my bunny hood. Alright, so you kill him the same way as before. You just gotta figure out where he's going to appear and then deal him some damage. He's gonna throw like lava balls at you, so do watch out for those. They do deal quite a good amount of damage. Oops. Oh, good morning. It's second day, apparently. Oh, wow. He is kicking my butt so far. Sorry for trash talking you, Wizrobe. Okay, we actually gotta start being serious now. He's going to also sometimes appear on that ledge right up there. Wow. Holy cow. What is going on? Wizard, where are you? There you go. He is right up there. If he appears up there, shoot him with an arrow. Otherwise, try to get in a jump attack on him, and don't sneak up on him too quick. Let him start spinning before you go towards his direction. If you can, get a jump attack in on him to deal maximum damage and just save yourself some time altogether. But yeah, it's really the same fight. We don't get any boss music here. It's just kind of the regular theme of the temple. Oh, now we have some enemy music. We did for a second. Wow, thanks for conveniently appearing right next to me. I thought after saying that I wasn't even gonna be able to deal you any damage. See, he's right up there. Oops, I unlocked onto him as I was trying to attack. Where is he? Oh, I'm not gonna get over there quick enough for a jump attack, so I guess I'll just settle for an arrow, which that ended up doing it. There you go. Yeah, and spoiler alert, that's not the last time we're gonna see a Wizrobe. So, just letting you know. Yeah, oh, and right over here, here's another example of the room being flipped upside down. Like, we've been here before. It's just so cool how this place looks completely different. You would have thought this is a totally different room, but we've been here before. Just really cool. Alright, over here. Stray Fairy number 11. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. I went back and looked over my notes just to make sure that I haven't missed a Stray Fairy or anything up until this point. So, this room. I think this actually... Is this a new room? No, we've technically been here before. Okay, well, right over here, we're gonna see Pose. That's a Poe. If you try targeting it, it vanishes. And it's attacking us right now, actually. So, you can put on your Stone Mask and have him avoid you altogether. That's totally an option for you. And in fact, that's a very convenient thing to do at this temple, especially with an enemy that we have coming up. But I don't like doing that. Instead, I'll just actually take care of them. Ooh, or shoot pottery. There you go, we have 2 out of the 3 that were in this area taken out. That's good at the very least. The other one, let's wait for him to appear before I start flying. Okay, he is not revealing himself, so we are just going to ignore him and fly. Oh, you're right over here, okay. Well, please don't hit me. Okay, so we have all the ones taken out in this area, because when I was practicing, which by the way, let me just interrupt myself multiple times. You can scoop up the postal and sell it later for 50 rupees if you want to do that. But I'm not going to do that just because we're getting ready to max ourselves out on rupees, which, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're about to get well, actually, we already have the thing that allows us to get a lot of rupees really quick, but I'm not going to reveal what that is until I get a chance to show it off to you. But you can scoop this up and sell it to the Curiosity Shop if you'd like to for rupees, but I'm not really going to bother, just letting you know that that is there. But, anywho, let's transform into a deku and fly up onto this ledge right here. You might be tempted to hop into that door, but don't do that quite yet because there are more things to gather. So, oh, apparently there's another one still. New enemy right up here, I believe at least new. I don't think we saw it in the last episode. Death Armos. A temple guard. Look at that red mark on its chest. I know you've seen something like that before. So, what you're going to want to do is shoot it with a light arrow. Then get close, let it come down, and it's going to try to stomp you, and then doing itself, it's going to hit itself against the ground, and it'll end up killing itself, actually. So that's the way you take care of them. Otherwise, you can just put on your stone mask and ignore them altogether, and that's totally an option for you. So, you know, it's just whatever you want to do. I'm going to actually take them out just because I feel like they're a problem that needs to be removed, I guess. But, yeah, they're a pretty cool enemy, I guess. I mean, I like the Armos of Wind Waker a bit better myself, but, I mean, they're still cool. There you go. We don't actually get anything out of taking them all out, but I'm going to do it regardless. Let's come over to the switch right here, and we're going to need to hold it down, so let's play the Elegy of Emptiness. Wow, I nearly got that very quick. So E3 is actually in about 50 minutes from the time that I'm recording this video. So once I'm done, I'm probably not even going to spend much time editing. I'm probably just going to start watching. It's 40 minutes, apparently what the presentation is going to be today. And then they're just going to have the Nintendo Treehouse Live going on for a little while. I believe for the next couple of days, for the most part. I don't think I'm going to stick around for quite all that, because I think all the announcements are coming in the 40 minutes today, and then the rest of it is just like gameplay, and they're going to go in depth into what the things that they announce over the next few days in the Treehouse Live, which I believe we just got a small key over there. Wasn't quite paying attention. Yeah, small key over there. Okay, cool. You do need that, actually, so make sure you grab that before you leave. But once you grab that, we can hop on down and go on into this next room. Now, if you look off to your right, there's a door. You might be tempted to go into there, but do not do that yet. Instead, you're going to want to fly across over here. You're going to see the spike mines over there. You can get them to bop into each other. I'm going to try shooting them with a snot bubble. Oh, wow, that worked. Cool. I didn't know if it was going to or not. I thought it was going to, like, start squealing and go in all random directions, and it wasn't going to hit its target, but great. So, knock two of those into each other so you can use this as a pit stop. Flying pottery over here, by the way, so watch out for that. And we're going to want to fly across over to this room over here instead. Watch out for the spike mines. Oh, man. Okay, wow. We got to do that over again. Ooh, okay. Good. But yeah, it's just so cool how we've already been here before, and now we just have the clouds below us. I don't know. It's just, this is easily my favorite dungeon because I really feel like they put the most time into this out of all of them. But in here, something I want to show off. So bubbles, you've seen them before, you know what they do. If you shoot them with your light arrows, they drop 50 rupees. And if you just hang around here for a second, they'll appear again, and you can shoot them once more for another 50 rupees. So I recommend that this is a great spot to grind up on rupees. If well, I was about to say if you had the largest wallet, do this, but I mean, even if you don't have the largest wallet, do it, because you can easily max out here in just a couple of minutes by just shooting them as they pop up. And if you're worried about using all your magic, don't worry about it, because there are boxes right over there that if you roll into them, you get magic. And you can exit this room and come back in to have these boxes replenish your magic, and you can just do it until you fill up completely on rupees. So yeah, I recommend you do that. I'm gonna do that really quick. Let's see. A good thing to do is after you shoot one, wait a few moments before you shoot the other. That way there's kind of like a little bit of a lag between the time that they respawn, so that they don't both appear at once, and you can just, I guess, kind of get into a good rhythm of shooting them as they appear. But I'm already maxed out 500 rupees, so I guess we're gonna enter in here. Well, actually, this is a great opportunity to show off something I want to show off. A few episodes ago, I tried to play the Song of Healing to get the curse to go away, but instead, you're supposed to play the Song of Storms. If you play the Song of Storms, the curse is removed, so you can either wait it out or do that. Completely up to you. But after that, we have one of my favorite mini-bosses of this game. Gomess, whatever you want to call him. it's Gomess. Your attacks won't do anything until you defeated all those bats surrounding it. So yeah, as Title says, you can attack it any way you want, but you're not going to do anything unless you get those bats away. The way you want to do this, shoot it with light arrows. That'll make the bats disappear, and it'll make its weak spot appear for just a moment, which is that yellow orb that you saw just then. I recommend holding up your shield, waiting for it to attack, back up, shooting it, getting up close to it, doing a spin attack, and then defending again. Its attacks are pretty powerful, and if you don't have the defense upgrade or a lot of heart containers, this can be a challenging fight for you. So I recommend just shooting, getting up under, spin attack, and then defend, rinse, and repeat. But I've got to say, this is one of the coolest battles, one of the coolest designs by far. I just like it a lot. I mean, hey, it's not Wizrobe, so it's got a lot going for it. But really, if you get into a pretty good groove with this, it shouldn't last all that long. Just be careful not to get too close, because the bats do deal you damage. I mean, granted, it's not all that much. I think it's just a quarter heart. The attack that really deals a lot of damage are instead the little swipes that he's giving you. And you can attack the bats, I think, enough times to where then you get his center vulnerable, but the best way to do it is just to shoot him with light arrows and then attack his center. Actually, wow, we weren't even able to get his center unless we did use the light arrows. That's interesting, I didn't know that. There you go. That is so cool, and I like how his weapon is left behind for just a brief second. I wish they would just leave it there and not have it disappear. I don't know, I just thought that was really cool. They definitely took some time into that mini-boss, which, I mean, I get it. They were on a crunch for this game. They made it within a year, so I understand why Wizrobe is just appearing so many times, but I really like battles like that, and, you know, like a lot of people, I wish this game really got the time that it could have used to make it even greater than it was. But, after defeating Gomess, you know what this chest means. You got the boss key. So, now we can get to the boss door, but we have only, let me go to my map and check, 11 out of the 15 stray fairies, so we're not quite there yet, and even at the end of this episode, we aren't gonna get right up to the boss door, or we might actually, but not to face it immediately. So basically what I'm saying is we are still going to have more dungeon gameplay the next episode. So this is definitely, I don't know if I want to call it the longest dungeon of the game, but it might be. It might be. I don't know if I want to say that for a fact, but for me it takes the longest. For 100% it certainly takes the longest. But now that we're back into this room, we're going to want to go back to the room that we avoided earlier, that we resisted our temptation to not go into that door that was right to our right at the time. Instead, we came across and got the boss key like we needed to. We're gonna enter that door now, is what I'm trying to say. Which, by the way, I don't know about you guys, but this really confused me my first time playing this game. There's that door right up there, and I was convinced that that was the door that I needed to get through in order to face the boss. Because if you look at the bottom screen, you see that there's a little skull there in that room right across this hall. So I thought, wow, I need to hop up here, go through here, and then face the boss. But you can't quite get up there, so I thought, oh, I don't have my angle quite right. And I kept doing that over and over and over again. Very confused. But this is not what you're supposed to do. So don't fall for this trick like I did. Ignore that door. There's nothing you can really do with it, at least with the flimple. The temple flipped like it is. The flimple. Wow, that's some great English that I use right there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this. This is gonna be close. Oh, I did make it. Very cool. All right, well now we get to enter in this door right here. So let's transform into our Hylian form, hop across. The best way, well, actually, before we hop across, let's shoot with a light arrow. Then hop across. There you go. Oh wow, it's like about to explode as soon as this cutscene is over. So we gotta defend like immediately. There you go. Very cool. And don't let the blast throw you off the ledge. Don't be too close to the ledge because the blast will hit you and you'll fall off. So anyways, that chest has appeared. We are now good to hookshot up onto it. So don't hookshot onto that right there. You'll just fall right there. towards the beginning of the dungeon. Instead, you want to hookshot onto this chest right up here. And let me take a quick moment to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything. Okay, sorry about that. I've not missed anything. Go across and use the key that we got earlier to open up this door. And we get to face Igor once more. This time he has a laser beam, so he's a little bit more difficult, so I mean, in theory, but really, not so much. Just gonna kill him the same way you did before, get close to him, let him do his attack. Oop, excuse me. Make his eye yellow. And really, you don't even need to backflip, you can just... Actually, let me move this because it's kind of hard for me to just tap that with my thumb since I don't have my stylus out. I'm gonna equip this to X. There you go. That'll make my life a little bit easier so I can actually press a button. Let him attack. Back up. Hope you don't get hit by the rocks like I'm getting hit by the rocks. Wow, I'm like I'm getting very unlucky with this fight. There you go. Oh, and it's good if you release your hook shot a little bit before he brings down his attack is what I've just learned. So, release it now. Nope, a little too early. Oh, wow, I don't know what hit him that second time. I think did his own rock hit him? No, there's no way. I don't know, but oh well. He's done. It's worth mentioning, if you're playing along the Nintendo 64 version, there will be a chest that's left behind here with a very cool item that we are not going to mention quite yet because I'm playing the 3DS version and that'd be a minor spoiler. But if you're playing the Nintendo 64 version and you got something right here, you are supposed to get that thing. Don't worry, the game didn't glitch or nothing or anything like that. Hold on to that, you will need it later. But if you're playing the 3DS version, then, you know, disregard everything I just said. Go on across, hit the switch right here, or miss it completely, and make that chest appear. We're going to be able to get that later. Come on across. Hookshot onto this chest that we just made appear, and run on across and hookshot onto this target and drop on down. Grab the rupees if you want to, I suppose. But since we have that, let me make sure I'm not actually forgetting anything. I don't believe so. Since we have the boss key, hop on down and do incredible acrobatics while you're at it, and open up boss door with the boss key. You're probably losing your minds right now thinking, Cameron, no, you don't have all the stray fairies, what are you doing? You're right, we don't. And actually, I technically didn't need to come to this area, but I do want to show this off really quick. This is really cool. If you hop down into here, you will start the boss fight. I don't recommend doing that, but man, this is just so pretty. And you know, this might actually be a good stopping point. Yeah, sure, we'll end things off here. Next time, let's play Majora's Mask 3D. We are not going to hop down here. Instead, we are going to go back to the beginning of the temple, flip it again, and get the remaining of the stray fairies that we have to get. And if you're not going for 100%, hop on in, have fun. But if you're going for 100%, we need to leave and flip it once again. So, next time, let's play Majora's Mask. We'll do just that. I've been Cameron. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Goodbye, guys.